That down. Let's move on to this, shall we? Yesterday, of course, was the truly awful trailer launch of Fantastic Four. I didn't think the trailer was awful. I just thought the launch event was awful. But we're not here to talk about that. I thought the trailer was pretty good. Not the best trailer Marvel's ever put out, not the best trailer of the year. I thought it was pretty good, but at any rate, one of the big questions that came out in it was when John Malkovich's character came walking out of the shadows, all gray beard, looking like Gandalf, and ready to cast some spells. And the question has been, who is that? Who is that guy? Who is that character that John Malkovich is going to be playing in this movie? Now, the one that's been speculated that I don't think is going to be the case, that a bunch of people said was Mole Man. I don't think it's going to be Mole Man. He doesn't look like anything like how I would picture Mole Man. That doesn't mean it can't be him, though. But the guys think about who could he be. So, I want to propose 6 potential options of who John Malkovich could be. And then I'm going to throw it over to Chris to tell us who it's going to be in her more expert opinion. So here are the possibilities that I see. These are the 6 possibilities. First of all, Puppet Master. Alicia Master's dad. Now, remember, there were reports of maybe a Puppet Master coming into the mix at some point, maybe. So in the story, Puppet Master, he's got a weird power. Like he makes these clay figures out of people and then he can control those people through his clay. It's kind of like a voodoo thing.
But they're radioactive clay puppets.
Yes. So
for
it's
reasons.
Kind of magic for reasons. But it is a possibility because we do have Ben Grimm. We kind of saw in that first trailer that Ben Grimm really is struggling with what he is now, because he talks about how I'm the most handsome, and then you see him looking at himself in the glass. I thought that was a great moment in the trailer, by the way.
This man, this monster.
Yeah, I really did like that part of the trailer. So maybe Alicia Masters being a part of this could play in there, so maybe John Malkovich is that. So option 1, and these are in no particular order, is maybe he's Puppet Master. Option 2, Nathaniel Richards. Reed Richards' father, who, and this is why this becomes a possibility. Reed Richards' father moves in and out of time and lives in alternate dimensions and all this. At one point, even tried to kidnap Franklin. But so the reason I think that becomes a possibility of Nathaniel Richards, Reed's dad, is because at some point, multiverse and multidimension stuff has to come into play, because as we all speculate, by the end of Fantastic Four, they're not going to be in their universe anymore. Hell, their universe may not even exist anymore. And somehow, some way, through the magic of Marvel, the Fantastic Four are going to be moved over into Earth 616, also known as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, aka the Sacred Timeline. And so maybe a character like Nathaniel Richards, Reed's dad, being a multidimensional time hopping kind of character, maybe he could be the doorway for that. So perhaps he's Nathaniel Richards. All right. Third guy he could be. Seen a bunch of people speculate this one. Red Ghost. Red Ghost is a product of a bygone era. The commies are coming. So he wanted to beat the Fantastic, he wanted to set up a moon base, something like that. Basically, he put himself into space with a bunch of monkeys because he wanted to get the same kind of cosmic ray powers that the Fantastic Four got. He was also in like a what was the name of that team? It wasn't Fantastic Four. It was like the Nasty Four or the Filthy Four. I can't remember what it was, but he was in like one of these. He was in a super villain group as well. And of course, like in the image you just saw Jonathan put up there, he's got the gray hair. The Frightful Four. Raymond Verrata knew it. It wasn't the Nasty Four.
The Nasty Four. That's canon in this movie theater now.
That's a different movie.
So
That's nasty.
Now, this movie in this other dimension takes place in like their 1960s, which would be maybe at the height of their Cold War. So maybe having but does the Ruski, is that a storyline that plays today? I don't know, maybe. So that's a possibility, Red Ghost. All right, so the first one I said possibility was Puppet Master. Second was Nathaniel Richards. Third, Red Ghost. Fourth, Franklin Storm. Sue and Johnny's dad.
Deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat dad. Now, the reason I think this one is a possibility is because it maybe looks like, if you look at that picture of John Malkovich, maybe it looks like, maybe it looks like he's in a prison. He's in a cell. Their dad was a convict. And maybe perhaps he comes out and I don't know. So, but it does raise the possibility that maybe he's Franklin Storm. All right. The fifth possibility I want to throw out there is Sue and Reed's son, Franklin Richards.
Wrong shot. There you go.
Arguably the most powerful being ever to live and exist in the Marvel universe. So I think, technically speaking, I don't think they've changed this, Chris. He's a mutant. Mm-hmm. Sue and Reed aren't mutants, but regular humans have kids, and sometimes those kids are mutants. He's a mutant who like can create entire universes.
Yeah, he's got like some Scarlet Witch like
on
Omega
steroids,
things. Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
Wild.
There's an awesome, one of my favorite single frames to get a sense of the power of Franklin Richards. There's one of these awesome frames where, where Galactus he usually has a, what is Silver Surfer to him? He is his
He's a harbinger.
He's a harbinger, right? Mm-hmm. The herald. That's the word I was saying. The herald of things. So, there are those frames and those in comics where Galactus, to me, my herald, or to me, there's this awesome frame of Franklin Richards who has made Galactus his bitch. And he's like, to me, my Galactus. Like, he's basically Galactus. It's like one of the coolest frames. Oh, there it is. Jonathan got it. Like, it's one of the you want to know how powerful this guy is. He's got Galactus on a leash. So there's a possibility with all the reality warping and all the powers that Franklin Richards had. Maybe he's an older version. There's a little bit of a Cable storyline in there.
Yeah.
Where Cable gets plucked out of time and then comes back to see his parents, only he's way older than his parents now. So I don't know, maybe there's a Franklin Richards. So that's the fifth option. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, PrizePicks. All right, guys, the biggest football game of the year is almost here. And if you're like me, you're looking for a way to make it even more exciting. And that's why I use PrizePicks, the best place to get daily fantasy action. With over 10 million members, it's the easiest and most fun way to play. Here's how it works. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players' projections, and then boom, you're in. You think Patrick Mahomes will go for more than 250 passing yards? What about Travis Kelce rushing for more than 1.5 touchdowns? Pick your lineup in under 60 seconds, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Ann and I have both been playing PrizePicks all season. Let me tell you, it has been a lot of fun. This week, I'm rolling with Saquon Barkley rushing for more than 100 yards and at least 1 touchdown. The best part, even if one of my picks isn't perfect, PrizePicks Flex Play still lets me win. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. So download the app today and use the code Campea to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. Run your game. Chris, I said I'm presenting you with 6 options.
Mm-hmm.
Your first 5 are Puppet Master, Nathaniel Richards, Red Ghost, Franklin Storm, Franklin Richards. Your 6th option is
it Molecule Man?
Anybody else.
Oh, okay.
Anybody else.
All right.
So out of those 6 options, what do you think is the most likely? And would you have some other names we should be adding to this list?
I mean, of the ones you gave me, I feel like the Red Ghost one, honestly, is the one that suits what they're doing with this movie the most. Because it is a bygone era. Right, we're doing the 1960 space race in a different kind of dimension. And so I feel like that would make sense. There's also speculation that John Malkovich is going to be playing multiple people. And he's going to be from different various universes. So he could also be any of these people.
That's true.
The thing I saw, though, that got me the most excited, and I don't know if it would actually happen, but it's just how cool would it be if you got Malkovich to play that? And that's to have him be Molecule Man.
Right.
And have him help tee up Secret Wars. Now, do I think that is likely? No. But do I want it? Yes. But I like Red Ghost. I like the idea of him being, either of the dads. I think that works really well, too. It'd be hilarious to have him be Mole Man. But I feel like Red Ghost is the most convenient for the narrative that we've seen being presented to us so far. Right
now, without any other basis of information other than the quick 1.5 second shot we see of him, I'm going to lean into Nathaniel Richards, Reed's dad.
Yeah.
Just simply because of the reality, like the multiple dimension sort of thing. That ties into what we theorize might be a part.
I can tell you who he's not playing.
Blade?
Whistler.
yeah. Although he looks like
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, is that
right?
Whistler? But yeah, I like Molecule Man. I do like the dad.
Yeah.
I do
dad
like
thing?
those
That
two.
makes sense.
Man,
Marcus-
what if he is Whistler and this is the beginning of bringing Blade in?
Yeah, it could
Oh,
be.
dear.
Marcus in the chat said it might be Pastebot Pete.
Pisspot Pete.
Or
Oh,
Socrates.
there's an old one going back to that. Pisspot Pete. Anyway, guys, question is for you. We got that shot of John Malkovich, but who is he playing? Do you have a theory? Do you like one of the options that I presented? Do you think it could be somebody else? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.